Hello twin flames, thank you for being here, for liking, subscribing and all the amazing comments and feedback you leave me. It means the world, as you know, and if you are new to the channel, welcome, subscribe, join our family because we're here for you every day. So I'm going to be doing a DM to the F reading later to check in on the masculines. We've already checked in today and they're sending you love, and I'm really excited because our soul sister Sandra from World Illuminator 11, big shout out to her, has gifted me a beautiful new deck, Divine Masculine Honesty and Realisations. So I'm going to bring this into the reading today. I'm also going to use a deck I haven't used for ages and I love it. The Psychic Tarot of the Heart and the Angel Wisdom Tarot by the amazing Radleigh Valentine. So thank you, angels. What do we need to know? So what's the energy around the journey today? Wow, jumping straight out the deck here. What's the energy around the Divine Feminines today, please, angels? Quite a few cards. And the energy around the Divine Masculines. Wow, jumped out one card for the masculine. Oh no, two. Very powerful, two cards. What's the energy, please, angels, around the connection today? The energy around the Divine Feminines and the energy around the masculine. I feel it's these ones. Wow. What's the energy from the Divine Masculine's perspective and how it's affecting the journey today? What do we need to know? What are they getting honest about? The energy around the Divine Feminine. What do we need to know? What do we need to know? Thank you, angels. And the energy around the Divine Masculine. Wow, here we go. The thing I love about Sandra's cards as well is that she always uses pictures, you know, that she's taken herself and created. And I love that on the back of the masculine messages, we've got this spark. It's like the firework effect and the power of the love that's ignited between you. So the energy around the connection today, look at this, rest and reconsider. Wow, rest and reconsider. So this is saying to you, don't give up, you know, rest instead. So if you're thinking today, I've had enough of this journey, and we all go through this, you know, we have good days and we have bad days, we have high days and we have low days, we have ups and downs. So that's another reason why this is a daily channel, you know, to keep you strong. So when you go through those times where you feel like you're depleted or exhausted or tired, or you feel you can't go on, don't give up. Instead, rest. It's a huge sign from heaven. If you're feeling exhausted, Divine Feminine, get your energy back before you make any rash decisions, before you do something you may regret. Get your energy back. It's always a sign. If you're overgiving, it's a sign to give back to you. And that's why we've got giving and receiving. So I'm going to pop these messages here because these go together like, you know, a hand and a glove, and you and your twin do. So if you're feeling tired, depleted, you know, you drained, it's because you're overgiving. You know, you're overgiving. So give back to you. And this is the weekend, which is always a great time to give back to you. Rest and reconsider. That means think again. Okay, think again before you block them, before you say something you might regret. Before you think, right, I'm moving on, rest and reconsider. Now, the masculines are resting right now and they are thinking about their life. So they are reconsidering things that they've been doing. You know, they're thinking about the way they've been treating you and hurting you. And, you know, that's been depleting them. It's been, you know, hurting them. It's been burning them. So they're also resting and thinking about their journey. So it's going to be really interesting later to see what energy they are in when we do the DM to the F check-in, because I feel there's a lot of deep thinking and processing and healing happening in their physical world. So both of you are being asked to take time out for yourself this weekend, to take time out for yourself today, to give back to you. And giving and receiving needs to be an equal measure. It needs to be an equal balance. So what we give out, we get back. Instead of feeling drained, depleted, resentful, angry because we feel we're not getting back what we're giving. So be of service today. Give love, but don't expect it. You know, don't expect it back. When we give love with a genuine heart, we just be ourselves. And when we're operating on that energy, everything naturally comes back to us. So this is also a big message. The masculines are reconsidering the way they've done things in the past because they don't want to just take from you. They want to give to you. They want to give to you and receive from you. just like you give to them and should be receiving from them. So the angels are reminding you to trust the journey. Now, this is also a 9 energy connected with your spiritual path, and the 6 is about the 3D world. So remember, sometimes we get dragged into the ego when we need to be paying attention to our higher self and the signs and the synchronicities. So if you feel like you're too much in your head today, breathe, take a step back so you see things more clearly. Rise above the situation to understand the situation. And we've got choose your battles. You choose your battles. So in other words, think before you act. Reconsider. Okay, respond with love instead of reacting with fear, because you can create a battle that doesn't need to be there. That battle can be with your own self, fighting against yourself, or it could be with your twin. Now, the masculines are going through battles anyway because they are dealing with, situations they need to release. So I feel this is him also gaining strength and confidence and courage to face his truth, to face his life, maybe to have that conversation with the karmic partner, to step out into the future, to be a part of the bigger picture. And he's showing you there, he's also dealing with his own ego. But what has really been shown there is the power of Archangel Raphael. I'm feeling that green light coming down in the middle there, healing. He's receiving healing energy from the top of his head, his crown chakra, going into his body. And it's giving him courage and strength and power. And Archangel Gabriel is helping him here to seize truth and understand it. And Archangel Michael is giving him the power to move forward fearlessly, to be courageous. And this is about you knowing that you are supported and loved, Divine Feminine, that you are strong, that, there's nothing to fear. So choose your battles this weekend. You don't have to worry. Relax and breathe. Everything's happening for your higher good. And that will move you into calmer times. 6 of Swords. The light is at the end of the tunnel. Breathe. Take your time. There's no need to rush. It says the end of a challenging time. And I love that we've got a swan leading this boat. And the swan is the Divine Feminine. And the Divine Feminine is the leader. And you lead others to safety. You guide others to safety. So feminine there, you are just gliding with the journey, easing with it. But the masculine there is making things happen, making changes. And what I'm seeing here is this could possibly be the karmic family. That he is making sure that they are safe and supported before he leaves. So I do feel there's this energy coming in today around, making sure his children are okay. Making sure that everything's going to be like plain sailing when he leaves, because he wants to leave. He's just making sure that everything's okay first. So this is about you easing the way. You are a leader. You are inspiring and strong. And it says, the end of challenging times. Things are looking up, a welcome relief. Finding your way to a peaceful place. The end of a depression or an illness, travel or relocation. So that's what's happening right now. The end of depression or an illness. So recovery coming in. Recovery because we're seeing things clearly. We're moving to the next stage of our journey. We're feeling more at ease with things. The challenging times are now behind us. And that's why we're being guided to rest and reconsider. To know that we are giving and receiving an equal balance and measure, and to choose our battles. And we've got rooftops. Wow. And I love this because there's a song by Jesus Culture called Rooftops. And it's about, Jesus and the power of heaven. And, it's just a really beautiful, powerful song. Really beautiful. And he says, I can't wait for the day that I'm ready and able to shout out our love from the rooftops to let everyone know just how much you mean to me. I'm going to get there. So what the message here is, it's going to come out into the open. So you can shout your love from the rooftops and share it with everyone and show the world that you are together, that you are a couple, and that you are in this for the long haul. So I'm also seeing this as commitment and celebrating your love with family, with friends, being out in the open. And as I said, the sun came out. So this is the happiness ahead, being able to shout it from the rooftops and say, here I am. And that's what the song is, here I am, Lord, here I am. So, and I get on my knees, and this is about forgiveness, healing, power, commitment, proposals. The masculine's wanting to come to you. This is what he's dreaming about. This is what he's thinking about when he's resting today. I can't wait for the day that I am ready and able. That means when he's able to give to you everything that you give to him. And I can shout from the rooftops to let everyone know just how much you mean to me. I'm going to get there. And that's what you want, Divine Feminine. You want it out in the open. You don't want to hide this love or, like tiptoe around it or walk on eggshells. You want it to be out there. And I know you're tired. And, this is definitely that feeling we've just spoke about where you're tired. And remember, you're both tired. It's not just about Divine Feminine being depleted. It's the masculine too. He's tired of the same life. He's tired of going round and round in circles. He's tired of arguing with his karmic partner. He's tired of his life, his situation. He's tired of not being open with you. And he's saying, my life is mundane and meaningless without you in it. And I'm tired of living like this. I'm going to do whatever it takes to ensure I have you back in my life. And they're giving me fear. Thank you, angels. So he's releasing fears and obstacles and delays that are holding back from you. And he's letting you know how much he cares. So let's do the masculine today then. So we know there's this big healing happening. Look at this, daydreams and decisions. That's absolutely the energy he's in, because he's saying to you, my life is mundane. It's boring. It's meaningless without you. And I'm tired of living like this. And the angels are saying to him, don't give up. Don't give up on life, because sometimes the masculines can go into deep depression because they feel this way. And also because of the way they treat you and they hurt you, and, they feel bad about that. So he's going over all of this and he's saying, I'm going to do whatever it takes to ensure I have you back in my life. But he also has to choose his battles wisely so he doesn't get himself in a lot of trouble first. So he's dreaming about this love. He's making decisions. He's sorting it out to bring in success and growth. Very beautiful. So everything he's thinking about and planning is going to be successful. And it's going to lead to growth. And I love that we've got this beautiful kind of green healing energy in there again. And I am feeling this is also connected with moving into March, because we've got St. Patrick's Day in there. Okay, and I'm feeling big shifts forward between now and then too. I think it may be around the 17th of March. But don't quote me on that, but it's coming in. So there's big shifts and changes here. And he's saying, I am passionate about this love. I am confident that we're going to be together. I'm confident that I can make this happen. And I am restless because I know I need to change. So, this is powerful because it's the Knight there of Wands, which is about movement forward. But you can see he's on his horse, so he's already on his way. He's already on the path to you. And he's saying, I want to take immediate action. I want to do this. So this is a big sign about forward motion. And he says events requiring immediate action. So things are happening right now in his life, happening in his weekends, this weekend, to make changes. So I definitely feel something's coming to a head here. So again, this could be karmic endings, changes, arguments, sorting things out. So, look out for the DM to DF reading later, because I feel that may clarify this. But he's saying, trust your instincts. So he's learning to trust his instincts. He knows what he wants. He knows he needs to make a decision. He knows he needs to stand up no matter how many times he gets knocked down. And he needs to stay focused. A passionate relationship. So he's letting you know that you guys have a passionate relationship. And he's very genuine about it. He feels all this fire and power about it. And there's going to be a celebration. So I absolutely love this, because we've got the Three of Cups here, and this is very much about reunion and celebrations and coming together. It says news worth celebrating. So he wants to give you good news that's worth celebrating. And they're giving me tooth pain connected with decision. So what I'm feeling with this is he wants to be able to make a decision and tell you about it and bring in good news. Maybe that's telling you that he's left his karmic partner, or what he plans for you, or he wants to take you somewhere, or, he's planning on meeting up with you. Whatever the good news is, this is what he's planning and this is what he's dreaming about. It says joyful announcements like engagements, weddings, pregnancy or graduation. Now, what I also feel with this is if he's got grown-up children, there may be some good news coming in this weekend that he's going to feel good about. So he's going to feel less guilty about leaving them behind or moving on or changing his life. So something is coming in to the masculine's life that's going to give him the push he needs to move to you. And this could also be, he may receive some news about friends, that maybe some of his friends get engaged or, they're announcing things, and it makes him question things and reconsider his life. That happened to me when I was in a karmic situation. My friends came around and were telling me about how amazing the relationships were. And I'm going back a lot of years now. And I'd been stuck in this same mundane relationship, going round and round in circles, a lot like the masculine energy here. And they were talking about their joyful energies with their person. And it just made me realise how unhappy I was. And I ended the relationship that night. Okay, when they'd all gone home, I rang him up and we had the conversation and, we sorted it out. So, this is what's coming in. Things are going to push your twin to make decisions. Or he may even watch a film. Say he watches a film or a show and everything's joyous and wonderful and happy. And he's thinking of his own life. He's putting it into context with his own life. And he's thinking how unhappy he is. A time for gratitude. So he's also grateful that you've come into his life and opened his heart up. Close communities or chosen families. So he's realising he can choose his family. Okay? He can choose the community he's in. He has choice. And he's realising that. That's why he's choosing his battles wisely. Because he's realising he has the power to change. And he's saying to you, you are my angel. You are my guide, my muse, my angel. You are my beautiful angel. You inspire and guide me on this journey, and I am forever grateful for you. And it's so true. And he sees happiness when he's with you. You're his true happiness, his natural high. So give it time. If you're feeling drained, Divine Feminine, relax and breathe. So this is your message. Change your focus. Change your focus. Very powerful. So change your focus. That means change your perception. Okay, stop looking at the bad things, the negative aspects of it, the things that can go wrong, the karmic situation, the delays. Start looking at the path ahead. Start raising your vibration and feeling good about it, because when you change your focus, you choose your battles. Okay, even with your ego, sometimes we go round and round and round or over and over things. We even can bring other people in because misery loves company. So when we're in that energy, we want everyone else to feel bad too, because it makes us feel better. But there's no need to be in that energy. Change your focus and the things you were focusing on will change. Spread your wings. Why? Because you are an angel. Spread your wings. That means surrender. Give it to God. Shout it from the rooftops. Listen to the song Rooftops, because I'm channeling this message. Can't think of the exact lyrics, okay, because my mind is on something else. But it's very powerful. And they show me in my mind the bit that says, will you tell him tonight, here I am. Here I am. And that's giving it to God. Surrender. So I'm feeling this as a card of surrender, listening to your higher self, connecting with source, connecting with the angels, and they're guiding you on the right path. And that really resonates with today's Divine Feminine message, which was very quick and to the point. Joy and stability. So you will find joy, Divine Feminine, when you know that you are safe. We struggle with stability. We have back pain and worry because we're wondering if they're ever going to leave, if they're ever going to make this happen, if we're going to be in union. But you can find joy in the stability that you have now. The stability is knowing that you are one and that the power is love. And when you go in nature, it allows you to thrive, to change your focus, to feel at peace, to give it to heaven. And this is the Empress energy. We've also got Master. Your masculine is mastering their journey, and you're learning to master your emotions like the magician, becoming powerful and strong and in control. You're mastering your heart. You're taking control. You are the Divine Feminine. So I feel Divine Feminine, this is you nourishing things, giving it to heaven, enjoying you, and allowing the masculine to master their life. And we've got, wow, I mean, this is powerful. We've got the Two of Swords. He says, this is being unable or unwilling to make a decision. So this may be what's stressing you out. That your masculine is unable or unwilling to make a decision. But that's your perception of it. Change your focus. He's already shown you that he is making decisions. And he is coming to terms with things. And he is showing you, and he's being shown in his physical world what he needs to change. So change your focus. Follow your own heart rather than trying to make others happy. So do things you love to do. And this is also what the masculine is doing. He's trying to make others happy if he's got children or family, and he needs to follow his own heart. Pretending there is no problem or over analysing a situation. So you don't need to pretend there's no problem. Of course there's a problem if things aren't moving forward, but don't give so much of your time, energy, attention to them. Give it back to yourself, because you may be overanalyzing things when all you need to do is give it to God and surrender. And that's what you're learning too. So we are learning too as divine feminines. Most of the time we think we're healed and ready, but we're still learning and growing. It says, I've been learning a great lot about myself. And I've been learning a great about us and life during our time apart. So what the angel's saying is, you've been learning a great deal about yourself. And you've been learning a great deal about the connection and your connection with your twin, and about life itself during your time apart, separation. And that's preparation. So the angels are showing you, divine feminine, during the time apart, you've grown and learned so much too. I know that I love you and that I need to heal and make various changes first in my life for us to be together again. So this is the feminine realizing that you're still growing too, that you're still making adjustments in your life and in your ways of thinking to be together again. So it's showing you that you're still learning to surrender the control. You're still learning to trust him or her to find their way to you, to do what they're guided to do. And you're still working on service and your dreams and goals. And I shared a video not long ago, 6 tips of what to do during separation. So, the angels are reminding you to keep the faith. And if you do want any further guidance, if you still feel there's more to know, go to the playlist. I did a video the other day that helped you to navigate around the channel and get the most out of it. And if you feel you want a personal reading, contact George, my Divine Masculine Blue Eyes Tarot, or contact Sandra, who created this wonderful deck from World Illuminator 11. The answers are within you, inside of you, they're on the channel. This love is real, but you're still learning too. So it's so important we learn that as a divine feminine. Before union, I thought I was totally ready, but I wasn't. I was still healing jealousy and the need to let go and all these things to be ready for union. And even in union, I'm still learning to let go, but I've healed all the things and the aspects of me that was creating pain and allowing the ego to control things, which, I don't anymore. I take control of the ego. And we always have an ego. We always have demons in us. We always have these kind of struggles, but we learn to become the master of them. We learn to rise above them. And we learn to not take anything personally. And we learn to look at things from a different angle, because everything comes around us to grow us. And everything is neutral. It's the way that we see it that makes it good or bad. So you are learning to become the observer of your life, to be in control of your life, and to know your truth and your worth, which gives you power. Have a great day, a super Saturday. Sending you so much love, and I'll see you soon.